Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be playing Mono Black, and this is the list I was running the other day. I just got back from work. I rolled in at 11 o'clock p.m. I started my day at 9 a.m. so it was a 14-hour work day at the con. If you know what Nadu is, I don't think I have to say any more than that. If you know what that card is, it just caused our event to run a bit long. There were some loops misdone, I guess is the way to say it. It was not presented correctly. It was wrong, so they had to wheel it back. So that was like a 30-minute round. The first round went 20 minutes over. So I didn't have time to necessarily change the list. That's why I didn't upload yesterday. But we're going to play Mono Black again. This is the Massacre Girl version that I played the other day. And I really enjoyed it. And I ran really well with it. And I was like, well, I don't want one time to be like, you should play this card because it was good. So we're going to run it back again today, see how well it does. And without changing much, the only note I'll give right away is that Shoot the Sheriff should probably just be Go for the Throat, because Shoot the Sheriff not being able to remove some outlaws has actually mattered at times. But yeah, outside of that, let's just go ahead and hop into the games. I hope you all enjoy, and if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. And hopefully me being tired is not going to be too much of an issue. All right, here we go. This hand's pretty cool. Hopefully Shoot the Sheriff is relevant in this match. In terms of, like, it's one thing to be dead against, like, control, right? But it's another to be dead to, what am I wanting to think? Another thing to be dead to control, but this being dead to Slick Shot is so tough. That one can go. I'm not a fan of that at all. Human. So, human here. And I'm gonna play this Preacher, because on attack I could draw. I know it's obviously not the same art, but like the backgrounds here look very similar in like tone of Massacre Girl and Children. Okay, cool. Here's first. Removal. Sure. Show me the blue-white land. Hello. Could be Esper. Noble Hierarch playing Esper. That's disgusting. You should be a Bant player. That's what it taps for. Yeah, it's Esper. Okay. Esper, not the most fun match up of all time, that's for sure. But it is what it is. Are we flashing in something? Okay. Nope. We obviously gotta take that out. I don't want a Rafine come in play, have that attack. If they Rafine, I'll just cut down it, pay the ward, and then we'll call it a day. Cavern Bat. I got answers to that. I have Magic the Gathering cards in my possession that can answer that deep Cavern Bet. Could be probably cut down, force me to use Virtue on my turn, but I couldn't. I could always use Harvester. But I'm gonna use my sorcery one and get access to my cut down again. Because this time, if they deep Cavern Bat me, I can just cut it down. Next to the land draw, I'm not upset with. It's not the best draw of all time. Sure. This one. Got No More Lies. Most likely. No More Lies was such a disgusting card for them to get added to their deck, but could be an Emperor maybe. Which is what it is. Go for the third. That's also fine. I think that makes sense. Honestly, kind of upset we milled over their cut down, to be honest. Not really a card I'd like to mill over. Bad choice. Sure. No Rafine there. It's fine. They don't know about my land, by the way. I just named Spirit here. Man, I probably should, right? Just to like make sure this thing resolves. Because this is a counter spell in play. I don't want it the thing to just work. You're going to give me a card? They are, because they know it's gone. Okay. That's a pretty good card to give me. Now I can actually play land, cut down Rafine, paying the ward, and cast a shield rid. Sure. Yeah. It has menace, so they can't do anything to it anyway. I'd remove it. Shieldred's better to play. I'm gonna play Massacre Girl though. I just have a feeling that No More Lies is sitting here, which I don't even care if they counter, because technically if I find another lane, I'm slamming this Virtue, and I don't know how we lose. We definitely could still, but like I'm gonna keep just pinging them. I don't necessarily like putting. Oh, there goes Rafine. Look at that guy. Gone. What are we doing here? Nothing? Okay. I say Massacre Girl doesn't do much here. Both my creatures have minutes though. This is 9 damage coming in. Potentially. Deep Cavern Bat. Sure. Done. If they no more lies my cut down, I'm fine. I don't care. Sure. Makes sense. I have Shelly. Maybe not a card that they want to see. Got to hold this creature back. I find land. So more than that though. Combat. Attack. Fielder makes it a little bit weird. What about this one? I find that land. I get this Virtue in play. And now I can start doing a lot of crazy stuff. Like putting in Shieldred and stuff for free. Like if they get rid of this Harvester, I just put it in and I wipe their board. They attack with 1. Sure. The best creature. It's tough because I draw with. It's tough because I draw after I select Virtue. Obviously, if I draw a Glistening off the top, I would love to play the opposite, where I play like the Shielder or whatever. My graveyard. Massacre Girl's pretty sick here. They have to kind of block. And I have a Shieldred in hand, so I guess I'll just play Massacre Girl. Pain. Shieldred. Pain. Use a combat. Attack with this. That's a double block. Yep. Has Wither too, so one of them will be gone. I will draw a card. Shieldred. Play this land. Play this Liliana. And then I can just minus here, I think, is worth it. They'll obviously get rid of their 1/1. Like, why would they not do that? When an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Hidebinder is also an option. Hidebinder is definitely an option for sure. I could bring back Erdenic. I could bring back the Cavern Bat. Here's the problem. I'm going to keep bringing back my creatures. Fiend's fine. Just need them not to have removal more than anything. Game, I guess. Yeah. I say it's like it's so hard for them to recover from the Virtue's value, right? Because even here, like, even here it gets awkward because I can bring back this Harvester and kind of drop a lot of these, and they're forced to block. This has Death Touch and this has Menace, and like it gets a little bit weird. I can just do Rafine, and then I can bring back the Rafine. I can double attack, gain a ton of life here, draw some cards. But after I plus my Liliana, and then if I put another legendary in play, I also ping them down a little bit more. It just gets so awkward and so hard for them to deal with. But yeah, we take it away against Esper, Noble Hierarch. If that's going to be your name, you're legally obligated to play Bant. I don't know which we're doing. We go first. Removal. Good, like, solid card to play. Good, solid card to play. Definitely, like, one of the better cards to have with Liliana, because Liliana plus is first, and then we attack with the Preacher, putting the card in hand if possible. No. I don't like that one bit. Just doing value now. Yep, go ahead. Not opposed to a land draw. We will only take about one more max, and then we'll start kind of running out of stuff to do. Not really where we want to be. Best card to remove the Scamp, by the way, because Scamp does nothing because it has negative power, so it does 0 damage. Which is, like, interesting to say the least. I could Liliana start plussing, but I'm going to play this Preacher, make it a little bit awkward, and then Lily plus after. It might play like a Slick Shot, put the Ruckus on it, do some kind of combat shenanigans. They do nothing here. I'm at 19. So I only make a 1-1 here, which is a little tough. Not going to lie. We attack, though. We make our 1-1. Lifelinkers against Mono Red. Not going to disagree with that Magic the Gathering decision, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and play Lily. Obviously, it's going to be shut off, but not really a whole lot. And I don't really need any more of these lands in my hand. Liliana fits really well in these spots where, like, they have too many cards. And, like, we're fine with this land. Like, we're perfectly content with this. We do not care. But they most likely have cards with a little more value. Like, even Sokazan has value. But Liliana looks like it's getting removed here. But then that allows my Preacher to draw, which is important. It has Menace. Are we going face or after Lily? Honestly, you have to get rid of Lily. They could have played with Fire me, but maybe just afraid of that Lifelinker. Don't really want me to have it. Go for the throw, a very nice solid pickup. Let's go to combat first. Attack. We'll draw a card here only. Drawing another land, not necessarily the best thing of all time, that's for sure. Play this land, I'll end turn. But if they hit me for just 2, I'll allow it because I'll put my life totals at equal. And we're through combat at this point. Sure. This does nothing when equipped. Maybe they're going all out here. They might try to target. If they commit all these, I'm perfectly fine with it. Sure. I think we're now at that phase. We remove it, get a lot of value, make Mono Red commit to the board, see if they can do anything about it. We want Preacher to draw a card more than anything, and that's what we're getting here. Massacre Girl, huge. Go to combat, attack. I guess by Massacre Girl being like a huge draw, it's just like a playable Magic the Gathering card I can have. Now I play it. I have a 4/4 in the way, which Stalker Frenzy obviously can answer it, but they have to Lightning Strike / Play with Fire to get it off the board. And the Wither is incredibly good against Prowess creatures. So this is the same situation where I talked before. We play here. We play here. Then we plus Lily. And then I attack with the Preacher, so I draw after my Lily's been plus, and this. And I'll put a card in hand that I can operate with. And I think we just ran over red pretty easily. So that's pretty cool. Alright, chat. Well, I ran it back. We didn't get to do necessarily as cool of a thing as do the Glistening Deluge with the Massacre Girl. I also think that Shoot the Sheriff might have to come out for this, like another copy of Go for the Throw, and we just need to use this for our artifact creatures. And the reason for that is having this in hand and trying to answer a Slick Shot is not my favorite thing of all time. But, yeah, I'm just tired, bro. Straight up, to be honest with you. I woke up at 9 a.m. Yes. That's math. I woke up at 9 a.m. Well, I woke up earlier than that. I got to work at 9 for the Magic Con this weekend. And I end up leaving and getting home at 11. Now, some may think that's 2 hours. But it was 14. So I was there much longer. And you can thank our stupid Flappy Bird Nadu for that. There were a couple of issues. I don't know if anybody knows what Nadu is. You might have seen it in Historic Brawl if you're like strictly kind of an arena player. But Nadu has all these crazy abilities, and it has kind of like these infinite loops you can do with it, or relatively infinite loops, and people were trying to do it that didn't know how. there was some situations where like the loop was presented wrong and we had to wheel it back, so we went to like 30 minutes over time, and the rounds just ran incredibly long today, and I was there all day, so that was fun. So this video obviously a lot shorter than the other one, not because I don't want to make it, just because I can tell my gameplay is not necessarily going to be super tight, and that I am kind of out of it. Like, I don't want to talk anymore because I've been talking for 14 hours today. Because, you know, when you have 100 people in there in your store or whatever, talk a lot. So outside of that, I just kind of ran this list back. I didn't really make a lot of changes. I do think like the Shoot Sheriff probably has to come out for Go for the Throat. Handy Grapple actually never has felt bad yet necessarily. It has been pretty good for the most part. Sorry, I had to drink for my throat. But I still think Preacher is like an MVP. I think Karavek is still probably underrated and super sick. Harvester works out incredibly well with this deck with Massacre Girl in it. Massacre Girl has felt so good that I just have enjoyed running it. Massacre Girl is one of those cards that, like, it has a remove on sight warning for your opponent. Every time they see this, they're like, oh my, if they kill my creatures, they're going to draw so many cards, or my creatures are going to get minus tokens permanently. And this typically is like, I see it, I remove it if I can. And it kind of has like that shielded clause on it. It's like both of these do. Hostile Investigator, most people will try to just like play with it in play sometimes, hope you trade it off, whatever. These two actually end up getting the same kind of bill. So like Massacre Girl always tends to seem underwhelming, because whenever it does stick around, it's probably in the matchups, it doesn't matter as much. But in best of one, you can find value out of cards a lot better in best of three. But outside of that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll catch you all in the next one. Hopefully I'm a little bit more rested for that, but I'll catch you in that one. Thanks for watching and goodbye.